Hey, what's up? I'm Rashad.
Madison.
Today, talking about Miss Marvel, episode number 3. What's the name of this episode? Destined. Name of the
Oh.
episode is Destined today. All spoilers, of course. I got to talk about the thing to talk about the thing. You first.
Um, it was just really a filler episode to me
Why?
because nothing really happened except for her finding these underground people, these jinns. She found out what she are.
Excuse me?
She found out who she is, what she is, and they had a little fight and turned out backstabbed or whatever. That's really it.
Yeah. To be honest, that is really the episode. So at the beginning, so the episode centers around her brother's wedding. So her brother is getting married. That's actually like a really wholesome part. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on. There's like a pre-wedding thing, and then there's a actual wedding thing, and then of course there's a wedding party. Throughout the events of the episode, you have Kamala essentially trying to still hide the fact that she has the bangle, that she has these powers, that she's a person who is doing all these acts.
She's nightlight.
So that struggle there with internally inside of her. She's definitely hasn't told her friend Nakia yet, which ends up being like a betrayal moment at the end. Also, Bruno is still feeling like, some kind of way about Kamran coming through and taking his girl, even though he's too punk to say anything. Again, I really, I just don't like the teen tropes. Like, maybe because I'm grown. Like, I don't. Why are you coughing so hard right now?
Clear my throat. Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know why I don't. I just, yeah. Maybe.
It's okay. I'm a teen and I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's just super hard on in the show. So it's like High School Musical.
Yeah, they have some very much. Yeah, it's real. It's really on the nose. I feel like I said that last episode, and it's doubling down on that. So okay, so let's just talk about some like the actual like the cultural aspects of the episode. Again, I'm not Islamic, so some of these things, and I'm definitely not Pakistani. So some of these things are kind of cool to see. I'm not sure how those communities feel about it, if they're being well represented or not. Have seen some, as the old folks say, some scuttlebutt online about it. But
I know the outfits looked pretty spot on to me. I don't know if they are because I've seen it like social media, but it looked like it was.
yeah, so there's that whole kind of like Bollywood-esque type dance scene that they had at the end for the party. I guess that's kind of par for the course. Also, like okay, so I want to get so at the wedding thing, we see this little black kid stealing, like he got like 6 pairs of shoes in his hand, dress shoes, and I guess there's some sort of tradition where you hide all the shoes for the groom.
One pair.
You know what I'm saying? But like he was like, "Yo, why y'all hide all my shoes?" So.
And that kid was wearing the Hulk costume.
I guess because he couldn't find any like traditional garments for him, or maybe he liked it. I don't know. It's just kind of
That's what they gave him.
it's kind of weird how they just had that man stealing and then gave him a Avengers kind of outfit, a rejected Avengers kind of outfit for his actual outfit for the wedding.
Kamala didn't even like.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know. Just was a lot of weird little small moments like that. Also, some really weird like zoom in on people's faces during the whole dance number. Like I just wasn't understanding what
I
it
wasn't
was.
really paying attention to the
I know
number.
you weren't. Like for me, I was like, it was like, zzz. I was like, what are they doing? Like, why is he on the person's face like that? I don't know. Some weird choices for me. Overall, though, the story doesn't progress much, right? But the only thing that Kamala does see, so there's a bunch of fights. Fight with the jinn. Now we know who are the jinns. It's a little, scene when they're in the kitchen. Oh, yeah, another very black moment, I guess you could say, or stereotypical black moment. She's like, "Yo, I need to get out of here. It's dangerous." They was like, "Man, shut up, little girl." And then the dude comes in, does something, and the black lady says, "Absolutely not." I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know about this, yo. I don't want to rag on the show because I know there are people who absolutely adore this genre, and this genre just isn't for me. Conversely, some people hated, I mean, really hated Falcon and the Winter Soldier because they're uncomfortable with talking about how racism has affected Black America, even in their very political comic book series. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been politics infused in comics since the beginning. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this because I never have been a fan of this genre, so my feelings are going to be kind of jaded. So I'm trying to focus on the actual MCU of it all, and it's kind of hard to kind of parse that out of this at times. We did get a Dr. Eric Selvig reference at the beginning when Bruno was going to check on the whole interdimensional travel thing. You remember that part at the beginning? You don't remember. So you remember who Dr. Eric Selvig is?
No.
But
it's
yeah,
not very MCU to me.
now this is even more contained than I think this is the most contained show I've seen. Even though they had Avengers Con, they had like crazy references and Easter eggs and other stuff. But this series is very much contained. DODC is acting like, like the government jerks, not, acknowledging and referencing somebody else's religion and also rights. So that's very real world accurate. That's really all I got. Her grandma calls her at the end of the episode because
she saw the train.
Saw the train when what's the lady's name? They saw from last episode at the end. I don't remember her name. Doesn't even matter. Well, they basically touched the Omega at the same time, and then boom, they see this train for Karachi. Grandma says, "Hey, you need to come to Karachi. You saw the train, right?" He's like, "Man, I can't go over there." Like, man, come. Then the episode ends, and that is it. We're gonna be here next week. Hopefully, it picks up a little bit because it's gonna be hard watching the rest of this like this. I'm just gonna be honest. If it wasn't for continuity reasons for me, I probably would skip this. If you like the show, like I'm not trying to hate on you or whatever you like, but this is just hasn't been as engaging as I thought it was gonna be for me. Again, I am not the demographic, and I understand that.
Coming from a person who should like this, and it's like around my age base, I guess I'm not a fan.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's it. Catch you guys next week. Oh yeah. If you haven't checked out Obi-Wan episode 6, done. Spoiler review. Probably like Friday or Saturday. Me and your friend of the fam, Antonio, is gonna review the entire series. Definitely catch that. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, hit the bell. Till next time.
I did a thumbs up and not a peace sign.
I saw that.
It wasn't on purpose.
Dare to be different.